essay 2, we're going to do an essay that discusses moral reasoning, or uses moral reasoning to help us think about a moral dilemma. We've been talking about moral dilemmas, and so now it's time to take what we've been thinking about and talking about and apply it in an essay form. But this may be a kind of writing that is new to you because essentially you're going to be making an argument here. You're going to stake out a position that the right thing to do would be X, and then you're going to explain how you came to that way of thinking. So if you go into Canvas, if you go to modules or assignments, you'll be able to access this essay 2 assignment. I'm not going to read it all to you. You will need to read it, but you'll notice you have 3 options for the subject of your essay. So you need to look through those 3 options and consider what your topic is going to be. And what I want to encourage you to do is to go back and revisit, let's see, the PAVE strategy article. You can find this in files, you can find it in modules. You should have read it earlier in the semester, in the last couple of weeks, so this shouldn't be new to you. And if you review this article, you will see, if you need a quick refresher on the 4 different moral approaches, principle, agreement, virtue, and inconsequences, you can find those here on the 2nd page. And then we also have this flow chart that helps us to think through the critical thinking process as it relates to a moral dilemma. And so this is going to go a long way in helping you begin to think about how to construct this argument, because there's a lot of components that you'll need to include. You'll need to summarize the situation so that your reader knows what you're talking about, can understand what the situation is. You'll need to think about who is involved, who is going to be affected by the choice. You'll need to consider which moral approach, virtue, agreement, principle, or inconsequences you're going to use, and what that means, and how it applies to the situation. Now that's a lot. I know that that's asking a lot, but we're really starting to stretch ourselves as writers and think in new ways, think more critically about understanding and analyzing a situation in writing. But one of the resources that is really going to help you quite a lot is this Essay 2 planning worksheet. What is included in Canvas for you is the worksheet itself that you can use to help you think through, but there's also an example planning Essay 2 worksheet that is completed. I actually went through the process of writing this essay. I chose a moral dilemma, and I didn't really know what I was going to say about it when I started. But through the process of completing the planning worksheet, I really started to have a sense of what I wanted to say, what I thought was the right thing to do. It helped me quite a lot in writing the essay. So I want you to approach this planning worksheet not as a fill-in-the-blank worksheet, but as a thinking prompt, a way to begin to think about the topic for your paper. And the more time you put into this planning worksheet, the more productive it will be, the more you'll have an idea what you want to say in the essay, the more you'll have a handle on the assignment itself. So you can go look at the example planning Essay 2 worksheet and see how I went about filling it out. And then the free writing that I did, I actually have included an example of my free writing here. And you can also look at the example Essay 2, Saving Merle in the Zombie Apocalypse. This is the title of it because I wrote about an instance from the TV show The Walking Dead. And I walked through what I thought was the moral thing to do and why I thought it was the moral thing. I explained the situation, I explained who would be affected by it, and why I thought a particular course of action was the morally upstanding choice. So if you struggle with this assignment, if this may seem a little unfamiliar, but like I said, we're developing our writing skills, we're stretching ourselves as thinkers. And so if it feels uncomfortable, please ask for help. I don't want you to flounder in the dark, not knowing what you're doing. And sometimes it really does help to talk through some ideas with someone else. So send an email, schedule a Zoom appointment, whatever you need to do to feel like you have a better handle on the assignment. Please do it. Let us know. We would be more than happy to help you.